Welcome back to my YouTube channel, y'all. We are talking today about beauty after motherhood. And this topic is something that is very near and dear to me because let me tell y'all, I spent almost all of 2019 being pregnant with my son. And so by the time we had him at the end of 2019, you know, when you have a new baby, especially when it's your first baby, you like, I'm not going nowhere. Can't nobody touch my baby. Like, I was in the house, right? So I feel like when I finally got ready to start going outside again and getting dressed again and getting cute, it was the pandemic. Boom, everything is closed. You ain't going nowhere. Everything is shut down. And so I kind of struggled a little bit because I felt like, well, 2019 kind of was my pandemic because I was in the house, you know, all year being pregnant. And so here I am finding out that as soon as I was ready to go back outside, you know, everything was shut down. So y'all know here in Texas, we kind of were like never in a pandemic. Like we were closed for like a day and then everything basically like opened back up like with a bang. So when it was time to start going outside again, I felt like I was just this completely new woman. You know, my boobs looked different because of breastfeeding. My hair was different because I had started experiencing some postpartum hair loss. My body was different, you know, because I had just had a baby. So there were so many things that were really different. And I feel like a lot of times with motherhood, we talk about how we feel. We talk about our free time and we talk about self-care and we talk about things like that. But oftentimes we don't talk about beauty. You know, how can we make sure that after we're birthing these beautiful babies and nursing them through breastfeeding and all these other things, what are we going to do to basically still feel good about ourselves? What are we going to do to make sure we still feel like we wake up and we're that girl? Because I don't know about y'all, but when I got pregnant, I'm like, no, I still want to be that chick. I still want to be, you know, I still want to get up and look in the mirror and be like, yes, you know what I'm saying? Like, I want to be there, but it wasn't given that, you know, right after I had the baby. It wasn't given that right when the pandemic first happened. So I just want to share with you guys really quick some of the things that I did to just get back into that place of feeling beautiful, you know, after going through the beautiful journey, the beautiful transformation of becoming a mother. So number one is getting dressed even if I don't have anywhere to go. What I found about myself is that when the pandemic happened, first of all, before the pandemic, I already had gotten very comfortable in like not really caring about what I was wearing because I was walking around 9 months pregnant, right? So it was kind of like, you know, when you're that pregnant, you don't really have a whole bunch of clothes that you can fit anyway. So it got me very comfortable wearing loungewear, you know, wearing stuff that I could just throw on, wearing stuff that really felt like super comfortable and, you know, things like that. And so really getting dressed, even if I don't have anywhere to go, is something that really helps me to boost up my confidence, you know, looking good in the house, even if I'm just sitting there and working, even if I'm just sitting there and, you know, talking to my husband. So I found that my confidence is a little bit different when I'm not just wearing my basic loungewear or just wearing, you know, my basic pajamas or whatever else it is that I'm walking, you know, around the house in. Another thing, tip number 2, to help you feel beautiful after motherhood. So y'all, for me, years before I got pregnant, years before I got married, like I already knew about myself that I was like a very high maintenance person. Like, you know, I want to get my lashes done. I want to get my nails done. I want to get this done. And, you know, I want to be done up. But when I got pregnant, I was so exhausted that a lot of those things stopped. I still was getting my nails done. I still was getting my feet done. I was getting my hair done, you know, like every few months and stuff, outside of like doing it at home. But the things that were kind of like the extras, like the lashes and thing, I was like, I can't be going on nobody's table, being 8 months pregnant and sitting back for 2 hours and trying to get, you know, some lashes done. So a lot of those things stopped. So after I had my son, when I was really trying to figure out, you know, my beauty again, a big part of that was making sure that I started getting my lashes done consistently, making sure that I started making regular appointments with my esthetician and getting a skincare regimen. That's a big part too of like post motherhood, because y'all, like my skin was totally different. Like what my skin was like before I got pregnant is totally different than what my skin is like now. So making sure that I'm keeping myself in check with all my beauty stuff, getting my lashes done, going to my esthetician appointments and getting different types of nice facials, and making sure that I take care of myself and I'm getting my massages, and making sure that I'm actually keeping up with my hair, and I'm trying different hairstyles to make me feel like a new vibrant woman, newer than I was last week, or whatever, just switching it up to make sure that I'm consistently feeling good about myself. Another thing, last tip, I don't compare myself to anybody. I don't compare my body to anybody. I don't compare my waist to anybody. I don't compare myself to anybody. And I know that can be like weird, because a lot of y'all might be thinking like, well, but you're small, you're petite, like you don't have to do that, or you don't have to feel like that. But I might be small, but there's still a lot of ways that my body changed, after having my son. I felt like after having him, especially being a nursing mother, my boobs just were like, we don't want to sit there anymore. We kind of want to sit a little bit down here. We want to hang out here. And yeah, that was something that was kind of a little bit rough for me, because I had gotten used to having, a great set of boobs. And then, here comes the baby that's like, give me that one and give me that one too. I need to nurse on those things. And so it definitely made things, a lot different for me as far as my body. And even though like I quote unquote snap back, as you guys like to say, things still looked, a little bit different. Without getting into too much information, things still looked a little bit different. So I found that I had to do things to fall in love with my body again. So, for example, when I shop, if it does not look good on my body, if it's not made for a person with my type of body, I do not buy it. I don't buy anything that I kind of can look good in. I don't buy anything that is a maybe. If I don't love it, if it's not giving what I needed to give, if it doesn't give that fit and make me feel like, whoa, when I look in the mirror, then I do not compromise on buying it. Because as a mother, I want to feel beautiful at all times. Not even just as a mother, but as a wife. I still want to be beautiful for my husband. I still want my husband to be like, wow, like this is really my wife. I still want to also, on top of all that, I still want to be beautiful for myself. I still got to show up on YouTube. I still got to show up on Instagram and all these other places. And I want to look and feel beautiful, so for me, I have to make sure that I'm buying stuff that really fits my aesthetic. I have to make sure that I'm buying stuff that really makes me feel good. And one of the ways that I started doing that was I started to implement a more capsule wardrobe. Instead of buying things that were all these different prints and all these different designs, I'm like, you know what, let me stick to my basics and let me go around my basics and basically jazz them up. So I might have on a basic white shirt, but I have on a really nice high-end accessory. I have on, my Ondi bag that's a pop of color to jazz up my outfit a little bit. I have on a low-end outfit, but I might be wearing like a high-end shoe or, something like that. So those are just my quick tips. I hope it was quick. I think it was quick to help make y'all feel beautiful after motherhood. Comment below if y'all would like to see more videos about a capsule wardrobe and high-end and low-end pieces. I would love to talk about like some more like fun, type of stuff like that. So comment below if y'all are looking to see some more of those videos. Don't forget to subscribe and make sure that you guys share this video, and I will see y'all next time.